In a recent interview with the BBC, Barack Obama said that he was stifled and frustrated that he could not have more gun control legislation enacted. Barack Obama graduated from Harvard Law School, which is the second-rated law school in the country. He taught constitutional law at the University of Chicago, which is the fourth-rated law school in the country. The United States Constitution says that if you love them or hate them or love to hate them, the U.S. Supreme Court is the ultimate body that determines what is and what is not constitutional. In the Heller and McDonald's cases, the United States Supreme Court found that there is an individual right to possess handguns. If you look at criminal statistics, the most frequently used firearm in a crime is a handgun. The reason for this is the ability to conceal them. For example, say you were in a high crime area and you decided to knock over a liquor store. Well, if you went into the liquor store with your AK-47, you would likely have a shotgun pointed at your head before you got to the cashier. When you put together the individual right to have handguns as stated in McDonald and Heller with the fact that most crimes are committed with handguns, you have a situation where any further gun control legislation is merely window dressing. One example of this is that Barack Obama was saying that people who are on Social Security disability or supplemental security income, and if they have payees, then they should be forbidden from buying firearms. A payee is someone who, if you're getting Social Security or SSI, that gets your check and pays your bills. That is for situations where people are either alcoholics or drug addicts and spend their money recklessly, or are mentally ill and spend their money recklessly. I have been the payee for 4 people. None of those 4 people would constitute any threat to gunning anybody down. Additionally, people who are usually on Social Security disability or SSI are in an impoverished state if they have to have a payee. So there would be no money for them to buy a gun or bullets with. Generally, the people who need a protective payee are incapable of the basic mechanics of shooting someone. Particularly, that would be getting a gun, putting bullets in it, locating the target, aiming the gun at the target, pulling the trigger. Most people who need a payee cannot do those simple tasks. Therefore, as I said before, these things are window dressing. Additionally, people who need payees are not very politically powerful, and they have very few lobbyists. If I ran the world, almost everyone could have guns. The only restriction would be people who had previously used guns in the commission of a crime. Additionally, if you used a gun while committing a crime, you should get a minimum of 2 years imprisonment, up to a maximum of 20 years. That would be the route to go. For example, if in 120 years Bernie Madoff gets out of prison how many people would really feel uncomfortable with him walking around packing heat?